Hello, and welcome. Please like and subscribe to help us reach 1,000 subs. Thanks. Am I the idiot for calling my brother a disgusting gross man at his daughter's birthday party?
My brother, Paul, and I are not close at all.
We have very different worldviews and have incompatible personalities. I can tolerate him, but I would never consider him a friend. He's been married to Lisa for 1 or 2 years now, and they have a beautiful daughter together. My girlfriend, Amy, and I were invited to celebrate my niece's first birthday. Most of the family was invited, and it would be the first time I would have seen them all together. I only see my family once or twice a year, with a few exceptions. Amy and I arrived a little earlier than we were supposed to, and instead of waiting in the car, we decided to go in. The first thing I noticed is how calm my brother seemed to be in contrast to Lisa, who was frantically running up and down. When he saw Amy, he immediately handed the baby over to her and got a beer to sit down and watch TV. Lisa was clearly struggling, and he was content with a beer and Netflix. I don't want to be rude, and maybe this was a one-time thing, but it bothered me how uninvolved he was. He handed Amy a baby with a full diaper with vomit on its clothes. Eventually, Amy, Lisa, and I finished everything. The house was clean, the food was ready, and Lisa looked ready to host a big gathering. We all paid zero attention to Paul. When my family arrived, I thought everything was going well. I avoided Paul and enjoyed speaking to my family. After we had sat down to eat, Paul approached me, drunk, thanking me for helping Lisa. I did not want to be around him for long and moved out of his way. He was very persistent. I was ignoring him, but he started talking about Amy. Protect Amy like a real man. Or, you've got a great woman by your side. You know what, whatever. It was slightly odd and mildly uncomfortable, but I was able to brush it away. Amy was trying to sober him up a little bit before the cake cutting, so she was selectively hearing. We tried to get him to stop talking and drink water. However, he had a lot to say about Lisa. He was complaining about how pregnancy ruined Lisa's body and how a baby ruined his life. Amy and I kept looking at each other awkwardly, and we were soon going to leave him be. We didn't leave the conversation soon enough. He was complaining to be about his sex life, or lack thereof, and commenting on how desperately he wanted to have sex with someone fit like Amy. This made both of us extremely uncomfortable. Amy left, quickly apologizing to Lisa. I told him that he was a disgusting, gross man who needs some effing help, before I left. This made him super upset, and he started wailing at the party. Paul told everyone that the reason he was crying was because of my words to him. He got over it quickly, but a few people told me I was wrong to shame a father on his child's birthday. I could have probably left without making a statement. Am I the idiot? The replies. Your brother could not be bothered to help his wife prepare for his child's party. A one-time thing or not, that is not acceptable. He then handed his baby over to the first available woman to deal with a diaper and soiled clothing. During his child's birthday party, he made remarks about how said child ruined his life, ruined his wife's body, and compared her now ruined body to someone he finds more attractive whom he'd prefer having sex with. His brother's girlfriend put a cherry on top. You are not the idiot, and he should be ashamed of himself. I hope Lisa figures out how to leave him. Second reply. Not to mention, this man got so drunk at his child's b-day party that he had to have people babysit him. If he's willing to say this in public, what is Lisa dealing with in private? Cried so loudly about being told off because he was harassing his brother's girlfriend that it impacted the party. Third reply. Not the idiot. You shamed an unsupportive misogynist at a child's birthday party. You should reach out to Lisa to see how she's doing. Is she okay with him talking about her like that? If she wants some help putting his stuff in boxes, that sounds like something to rally the people who care about Lisa over. Fourth reply. He said. You shouldn't shame a father on his child's birthday. Yeah, okay. What about the shaming the poor mother felt after busting her ass to host this party, care for her child, and then be humiliated by her crap excuse of a husband? Meta. Maybe fathers shouldn't shame themselves on their child's birthday. This guy did jack shit to help his stressed out wife, fobbed his own kid off on the other woman present at the time instead of taking care of his actual child, and then proceeded to get drunk and make disgusting comments about his wife's appearance and his brother's obviously uncomfortable girlfriend's appearance as well. Then when he finally gets called out on his absolute nonsense, he starts crying in front of everyone. This guy is such a loser.